Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Aptitude Tutorials. Today in this video, we are going to learn the concept of half-year calculation in compound interest. So in the previous videos, we have seen per annum calculation means per 1 year calculation of compound interest. Okay. In this video, the compound interest is calculated half yearly. Look at the question. Find the compound interest on rupees 10,000 in 2 years at 4% per annum. The interest is being compounded half yearly. Okay. So after reading this question, principal is 10,000. Time period is 2 years and rate of interest is nothing but 4%. Okay. So try to understand the concept of half yearly. Per annum means after 1 year is completed, we are going to calculate interest upon that principal, and whatever is the interest that we got, that we'll be adding it to the next year. Okay. In the concept of percentages. And in the concept, like in the formula method also, we'll be following the same process. The meaning of per annum is nothing but when 1 year is done, whatever the interest that we get, that will be added to the principal and the principal will get updated. We will calculate interest upon the updated principal. So even the formula method calculation will also gives the same value as the percentage. Okay. The concept of per annum is nothing but we will be calculating compound interest for 1 year. Okay. And what is the concept of half year compound interest calculation? What is half year? Half year is nothing but 6 months. Okay. Half of the year. A year is having 12 months. Half of the year is nothing but 6 months. Okay. So if they're asking us to calculate the compound interest for 6 months, there are certain changes in the formula. Okay. They have given the rate of interest per annum, guys. Per annum means nothing but for 12 months. If you want the rate of interest for 6 months, then write R divided by 2. Okay. And they have given the time period as 2 years. Okay. But you are calculating here the compound interest for every 6 months. Okay. So every 6 months means, let us say if 2 years is the time period, if that is per annum, you will calculate after 1 year and you'll calculate after 2 years and you'll close the concept of compound interest. But here you have to calculate for first 6 months and you have to calculate for next 6 months and the up next 6 months and the next 6 months. Okay. So you'll be calculating interest how many times? 4 times. So earlier, if it is for 2 years, you'll calculate for 1 year and you'll calculate for 2 years. Observe the difference. If it is 2 years, we'll be calculating as the same 2 times. And if it is 2 years, we are calculating double times. Okay. Every year we are calculating double times. Okay. So here the time period is also going to be doubled. Okay. Note the changes in rate of interest and time period. If they're asking us to calculate the compound interest per half year, then if the rate of interest is given per annum in the question, that will be taken for 12 months, as annum is nothing but 12 months. So if you want to calculate the rate of interest for 6 months, then write R divided by 2. And you have the time period as 2 years or n years, then you have to calculate the time period double times of the given year they have given, because every year you are calculating the interest 2 times. So if n years is given in the question, then you need to write it as 2n. Okay. So these changes you need to update in the formula. Formula is the same. Compound interest is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n minus 1. So in this formula, principal is going to be 10,000. Rate of interest is R by 2, which is nothing but 4 by 2, 2%. And n is n into, n is becoming 2n. So 2 2s are 4. You have to write 4 in the place of n instead of 2. Okay. Substitute the values in the formula and calculate. So that is the formula method calculation. So let us look at the percentages method calculation. You have to calculate the interest for first 6 months and note down the changes. R by 2 is the rate of interest you have to consider. 4 by 2 is nothing but 2%. Okay. So you have to calculate 2% of 10,000. 2% of 10,000 is nothing but 200. So you got 200 as interest. For the next 6 months, 200 plus 10,000, 10,200 is your principal. and rate of interest is 2%. So cancel out the zeros, it is nothing but 204. Okay. So for the next 6 months, you can add this 204 to the previous principal 10,200, which is 10,404. Upon 10,404, you need to calculate 2%. Okay. So 4 twos are 8, 0, 4 twos are 8, and 0, 2. Keep the point after two decimals. It is 208.08. Add this 208. For the last 6 months, 10,404 plus 208.08. What is the total value? 10,404 and 208.08. So that is 10,612.08. Upon that value, you have to calculate 2%. Okay. So multiply it with 2 and divide it by 100. 8 twos are 16, 2 twos are 4, 2, 6 fours are 12, and 2. Already we have a decimal after 2 points, guys. So we can keep decimal after 2 more points. It is going to be 212.2416. Okay. So first 6 months it's 200, next 6 months 204, next 6 months 208.08, and then the last 6 months 212.2416. Okay. Add up all the values. 200 plus 204, 404. So 404 plus 208.08, and then last value we have it as 212.2416, which is 824.3216. We have it as 824.32. Option A is the answer for the question.